Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've given a Bitcoin call accurately for 12 days straight. Every single day, my trades have panned out. I've been locked into Bitcoin. You can say whatever you want about the lifers, but you can't say that we're not accurate. We hit it every single time, baby. And we've been doing this for years. Whatever YouTuber you are watching, the accuracy here is incredulous. Shout out to all you beautiful people. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Don't waste your time anywhere else, baby. We're going to give you what you need every single day, and then we're going to give you the coins that matter. We're going to position you to learn technical analysis so you stop doing silly things and trading with emotions. We're going to give you the skills that you need to accomplish your dreams. We're not going to BS you. We're not going to shill you. We're going to push it to the limit. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. May God bless each and every one of you. Amen. We're going to start this up in 1 minute and 30 seconds, baby. I can smell the green. I can smell the gains, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. No lemon wedge, babe. How could the wifer forget the lemon? You know what I mean? She knows it's the core of every show. It's the lemon. The Lifer Lemons. Shout out to Lifer Lemon Water. Coming out soon at a retailer near you. That's a line. What are you doing?
It's a line.
Come on, man.
That's a line.
Go get me a lemon. Stop playing games.
Wow.
Like, don't disrespect me. She literally brought me a lime and thought it was cool. I said, go back upstairs and get me a lemon. This is ridiculous. Give you guys some little back behind the scenes drama, you know? Shout out to everybody here. We're going to break it down right now. I can't wait. Bitcoin pumped hard. We gave you the trade. We're going to show you how we did it. We don't just show you the wins. We show you how we did it so you can learn yourself. Back to 28,000. The trade is banging. God bless you all. Let's keep it moving. My wife. She's funny. love that intro, man. That thing is fire. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here. Bitcoin is pumping 28,000. We did it, baby. We made the call. I was in the group all day yesterday watching the 30-second, looking at the angles, figuring out. I finally locked in. I made the trade. I gave the trade to the trading group. Stop loss, entry, and take profit. You are in the money right now. Shout out to everybody in the money with the trading group. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. It's annihilating the shorts. Look at this beautiful little flag on the 1 second chart that started to get created. We still got liquidity down at 26.7. This guy thinks that he can get filled down there. That's pretty weird. But 28,005 is booming to the upside. This order just came out of nowhere. This $27,500 order. It's like he thought he could get it. He tried to drag the price closer to him, but it just didn't happen. We still got these orders up here up to 29,000. It's likely we're going to go into this area and wreck these shorts. So let's watch the shorts get wrecked here. This is BOOKMAP. Link in the description below. I use it every single day. Earlier today, there was a big load of liquidity above us at 28,200. I said it's likely we're going to touch it. If you're in my trading group, you got an update at 7:30 in the morning, right before the pump happened. I talked about the long I was in. I broke it down. Then I said, hey, let's flag out this 1 minute and see how it does. My measured move will take us to 28,400. This thing is pumping to the upside. I've taken a $5,000 account up to $6,700. You've watched me do it in 8 days. I'm up again $140 on $1,000, 13% gains. We are continuously taking gains. And I don't care if I make 1,000 one day, 500 one day, 2,000 one day. As long as I'm taking gains, that's all that matters. I don't need to be a big shot multimillionaire. Heck, I just bought a building for $350,000. I don't need to show you all the things I'm doing. I just want you to be able to take my knowledge and be able to make gains. As you can make gains with what I'm teaching you, then you can change your life every single day. I prove to you that my strategies and my system work every single day here. I've been showing you how I use my strategies and my system to figure out where the price is going, and I've been accurate for 12 days straight. Name the YouTuber, 12 days straight. I haven't made a loss, baby. I haven't even freaking, maybe a couple, like $1 here and there when I just, I got into a trade, didn't like the feel, and I wanted to reestablish the move. I am 8 out of 13 trades, up over 1,000. Right now, add that to the 1,030. I'm up basically $1,260. No, $1,160, and I've lost $80 in 8 out of 13 trades. God bless each and every one of you for being here. I shared my P&L with my trading group. If you want my P&L, join my trading group, all right? You're going to have to pay for my P&L, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's get it going. There's nothing better than being alive. Oh, let's go. Ha! Woo. Man, I earned the right to be here every single day, baby. God bless each and every one of you for kicking it with me. You can feel the motion. You can feel the motivation. You can feel when we're winning, baby, because we put in the effort every single day. And days like these are the days we get to win, baby. Shout out to all of you in the live. God bless each and every one of you. Let's get it moving. 427 people on the live. Let's get the likes all the way up to the watchers. Let's go to the moon, baby. What channel's showing you how to win every single day? What channel's putting their money on the line every single day? What channel is showing you how to get gains every single day, baby? Live. We're putting our money on the line every single day for y'all. So right now, Bitcoin double topping at 28,100. Can't seem to get above the resistance. The resistance. That's a key area, but look at the point of control. Once we got above it, we were gone, baby, gone. Gone, baby, gone. 15-minute did get a bearish div there on my Stoke indicator, but this thing is mooning to the upside. And we're going to talk about why we made the trade, how we made the trade, and what was happening with Bitcoin. So I'm a support and resistance guy. Previous resistance here became support. That's when I decided to long this trade. I went up. We got up to here. I took profits because things weren't looking great. We came back down. I decided to re-enter the trade again. We were in profits yet again. I made this monster trade, if you remember. Previous resistance became support. I decided to enter the trade on support and resistance. These are simple strategies. Previous resistance became support. There's other things that I saw, MACD, stochastics, RSI, everything started to turn. We made this massive pump to the upside. I called the short back down because I knew that the daily and the 4-hour were away from the 21-day moving average, and I teach you the price always comes back down to the 21. Then we saw this shoulder, head and right shoulder to the upside. We saw this cup with a handle to the upside. Had a big feeling this was going to blast, and it did. I put out the call to my trading group with the stop loss, with the entry, with the take profit, and my take profit is sitting there somewhere at 29,400. Can we get there as the shorts get squeezed? Now, most people were short on this, and that's why they all got wrecked. Look, we watch people getting liquidated. These are liquidated events. 222,000, 25,000, 194,000. Look at the cumulative volume delta up at 973, very, very high as we're going into that 28,000 level. Really good time to take some profits. We're battling this area of resistance after a beautiful pump on a Thursday. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So if you're here, you're gonna find out where Bitcoin's likely going to go. You're gonna find out what trades we're looking at, and you're gonna find out the newest and coolest altcoins that nobody knows about. We're also gonna give you the news, and we're gonna give it to you faster and quicker than anybody else here on the market. So God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do the news first, right? If the news is out. Because I feel like the news, maybe it's not out yet. I don't think we got news yet. Maybe we do. No, I don't see it yet. Research would be highlighted, right? How come I don't see research today? Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's not highlighted yet. Still waiting on some updated news coming in, so we'll wait on that. All right. All right. But bang, what a move to the upside. Absolutely lovely. Bang, bang, bang. 28,000 resistance, though, is giving us a bit of an issue here. Bang. And what, I took profits? Hold up. My chart, maybe my trade take profit? I don't remember taking profit on the trade. That's weird. We were just up. Interesting. Order history. I sold? Why? Hold on. That's so weird. 10.5. Why would I have sold the 28,098? Huh. That's weird. I guess I sold the trade. I don't remember selling the trade. I was still in the trade when I was there. Maybe excitement got to me. Anyway, we did sell at 28,088, right? Is that the area? We were up even more than that, though. That's so strange. Hold on. 28,098 fill price. 77. I was up 130 bucks, though. I'm confused. I was 7% at 77. That's not right. I was up more than that. Something weird went on there. That's strange. Anyway, I'll figure that out at another time. But wow, I'm starting to sweat too. I was up 140 bucks right there. I don't know why. I'm not going to complain. I won the trade, but still, and I sold at a good price. But anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate you jumping on in. Let's get the music back up and running. Pretty weird. I don't remember closing the trade. You know what I mean? It's really weird. My trade just got closed on its own. I don't know. Something weird happened there. Closed sell, 28,000. Oh, no, there was two sells. So sorry. I had two trades open. They both sold for 75. There we go. All right. That makes sense. It hit my take profit. Everything's right now. Yeah, that's why it says 14%, but both trades. So, look, I had two trades open. They both sold. All right. I made 150 bucks. Let's go. Sorry, my mind wasn't there for a second. I was like, dang. So I had to take profit that hit nicely, and I sold the top. I accidentally sold the top, guys. I'm so sorry for the day. No, we'll see what happens. Let's break it down now. But you can see I just took profits on my trade. All right, I made 150 bucks off $1,000. Opened it up last night, and this thing could continue to moon though. Honestly, really should have stayed in the trade because I had such a good entry. But you know what? I'll get back in another time. Need that lemon water. Yeah, let's get the lemon water in. That's what it is, right? I didn't have my lemon water yet. I got a little too excited. This is live, baby. This is live. Let's get the lemon into the water. Shout out to all the lifers. If you're not here, I don't know where you're at. I got a cool story to tell you, too. I'm going to break down story time every day here. It's been a while since I gave you a cool story and talked about it. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's stay hydrated, and let's do what we do, baby. Bang, and I gave the trade, baby. You know, giving the knowledge to everybody is feeling good, baby. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to delete all my old work. Actually, no, I'm going to go to a new site because I like this work. I did so much good work here. Liquidity looks like it's about to blast to the upside. I know the bigger time frames are a little high, but this thing looks like it's going to moon. I would watch liquidity. This thing has been hot. Token metrics call. One more big pump. It could happen here on the 15. I would watch LQTY here on MEXC. We like to trade MEXC because it's zero spot maker and taker fees. All right? Zero spot maker and taker, baby. Oh my God, man. I asked someone, am I a bot? Do you think I'm a bot? This is a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Only risk 3%. Again, 11.2. That's a beautiful thing. Liquidity looking absolutely lovely to the upside. Shout out to everybody there. So, oh my God, thank you for all you do, Lifer. Can you check NOIA on the 4-hour and the daily? That's a call in the live stream by the elite. I feel like I kind of want to keep that on the hidden basis. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Sometimes when the elite puts out a trade, I don't want to show the whole world. You know what I mean? I want people to pay for that. So I know you send in the super chat, but I may have to keep that analysis in the trading group because there was already a deep dive analysis by the elite, and they're on point. Whatever they say goes, baby. So look, this 1 minute looks like it's going to continue to the upside here and get a blast. But if you're in the trading group, just ask one of the elites. They'll hook you up with the analysis of NOIA. It's just one of our calls in the trading group, so I don't want to give it for free. I hope you're not pissed. I hope you're okay. I'll give you another trade. Just ask for another coin and we'll give it to you. All right? Every once in a while, I do want to, I want to pay for play a little bit. You know what I mean? If that's okay, Joker NYC, I hope you're not pissed. You're like, no, you do what I tell you to do, and that is it. You know? So look, this looks like it's going to moon to the upside for Bitcoin. All right? And the shorts, look, they like to just jump in when the price gets high. They think, oh, it's pumped, so now it's time to short. They think it's that simple. It's not that simple. Trading isn't that simple. It takes a lot more analysis and ideas. This looks tight. Moving averages are good. Stochastics look great. I may take a chance on this trade. You know what I mean? Now, this is a trade I would use I would up the ante on the leverage. Like maybe something like this. And I might just put in like 1%. So that's $67, right? I get stopped out at 27,929. But if not, this goes all the way to the moon, right? So I risk half of what I put in. No stop loss. I'll either get liquidated or make it happen, and we'll have some fun here, right? Does Sammy win all the way up to the upside here, or does Sammy lose? We'll find out on the 1 minute chart. In about 30 minutes or more, we will know whether I win or lose. It looks likely like I'll win the trade, but you never know. Bit of a double top. We must flip this area. The safer idea is to wait for this to come out and retest, but sometimes it happens so fast in the 1 minute, you won't even have a chance to open the trade. So I'm going to lock in right now and see what happens, all right? I'm going to risk a little of my profits, which I shouldn't do. And I'll be honest, the old me used to do this way more, and that's why I used to lose. I used to lose 50, 60, 70. I started just putting more money in the trade and lowering the leverage, and I started winning way more. I'm telling you right now, it started changing my life. Look, we're up 5% already on the trade, banging on them to the upside. Let's see this thing Moon City, baby, Moon City. Do we win another trade here on the live? It's been insane. The streak has been nuts. Does the streak stay alive? Keep the streak alive, baby. Keep the streak alive. The lifer. Don't let the lifer die. Lifer wins every time, baby. I got to win for the people. I got to win for the people. They believe in me. Don't let me lose in public, please. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you all. AGIX, got it. We got AGIX. We'll do that for you. God bless you. And look, I mean, this wants the moon and get more shorts here. We got liquidity at 28.5. Let's load up these shorts. Let's blast it up. And on such a beautiful day, I want to talk about the beautiful people that support the channel and help out every day. And, you know, ITrust Capital, what a great company. ITrust Capital, you got to love them. Hit the QR code or the link below. Open up your ITrust IRA today. You know, you can move your IRA that you already have into ITrust Capital. Let me just show you how beautiful. I also love the site. I love the colors. I like their marketing. Everything is great. I mean, look at this beautiful site. These coins, they have the access to the best coins. Dogecoin, Polygon, Shiba Inu, the ones that you need. And you could buy and sell cryptocurrency tax-free inside of your IRA. You can roll what you have now into this gold and silver too in the same place. I'm telling you right now, ITrust Capital down there in the bottom, best company in the game. And I really, really appreciate what they do for us and how they support the channel. Down $8, 12%. Look, that's what happens when you go willy-nilly. All right? The second this level breaks, I'll just cut off the trade. You know what I mean? Because that means we're not making it. Oh, there's a divergence there now on my indicator. I never seen it actually happen. There it is. It just marked it. I was like, Hey, we have a double top here. We can't get back above 28,127. That is going to be our resistance, possibly for the day. We don't know yet. All right. We basically came into this winning a trade, and we took our profits. I apologize, but hey, you needed to be in the trading group. The action was happening before the live stream came on. 9 a.m. action, baby. I was working out, watching my trade pump. And I was like, wait, my trade's gone. Well, I took profit at the top, 28,088. What a great place to take profit. I'm not loving this trade, but it's going sideways. It could still pan out. As long as this trend line holds, we're all right. The moving averages are in a pretty good spot. All right. This double top got me, though, and this is an M here, too. Some bearishness. The smart man, I'm a risky man. I don't know if I'm a smart man. I'm a risky man. But the smart, safe guy would have waited for this to break out and retest. The risky man is me, would get in now, right? Now, what I also see, though, on the smaller time frame inside, look at this. There's a smaller pattern in the bigger pattern. This is also a flag in here. You see it? There's a little, and that could break us out. So I'm bullish, man, until I don't have to be for Bitcoin. Let's see what happens at 28,044. Sammy, cup and handy to the upside. Shout out to everybody on the live. The energy is high. My apogee is at its actually. Oh my God, I thought that. Dude, I have post-traumatic stress. See that? I thought that looked like the stream had ended. And my whole body just was like, oh no, the stream ended? And I was like bugging out, you know, because, man, when they mess with you, they mess with you. And, you know, they took my channel. All this stuff happened to me. It's messed with me. I've never been the same since then. It's my livelihood. They've kind of shaken my mental. That's why I tell everyone, please join my newsletter. I have a newsletter every single week that goes out on Monday. You got to get it because that's how I access you. I get your email, and then I have my own list of all you people. So I know you guys, so I can contact you. What if something ever happened to the servers at YouTube? They're great, but what if something ever happened to the server? You know what I mean? What if something happened and they weren't able to recover and you wanted to see me live? I'd be able to get it to you if you gave me your email address. So please make sure you're like doing the right thing here and joining that newsletter. That newsletter is not just join the newsletter. Is a real reason that I want you to join that newsletter. It's for survival, baby. It's in case I need to get in touch with you, and I can't. All right? You never know. Don't take anything for granted in this life. My dad was healthy. Things were going well. Next thing you know, he was gone. You know, I lost my father like that. So don't take anything for granted in this life. You never know when you could lose something that you love and that you care about. All right? Join the newsletter right there. Hit the link to join the newsletter. We greatly appreciate it. That's the link right there. Join that newsletter. I'm going to pin it for about a little while here. Pin that message. Please join the newsletter. Please, from the bottom of my heart. From my wife to yours, from my kids to your kids, from my life to your life. The newsletter is important. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. And moving forward, I was going to move up the news just to give you the news quicker than most people. So you had it faster and before. So if you saw somewhere else, you're like, they give me the same news. I already heard that news. You know what I mean? Who wants the news earlier? Who wants the news at 11:30? It's up to you. We'll put a poll out. Do you want the news earlier? Do you desire? I don't like the word want. It creates lack. Do you desire the news earlier? If I could type. Let me know. Yes or no? Do you desire the news earlier? All right. Isn't that funny? Using big amounts with less leverage makes you way more money than using small amounts with more leverage. For me, personally, that's for me. The other people, I don't know. Now, if we breach this line, this is going to be it. If we breach this, this is a wrap. Yeah, see, we're starting to breach it. Makes me want to cut off the trade. I don't mind cutting off a trade early. Ooh, $21 fast? That's a whack way to lose money real quick. See? See, because this is my old way of trading. It didn't work. Wasn't a good look. You know what I mean? Didn't pan out. I could easily get liquidated here now, too, and lose the whole 60 banger. We are oversold now on the one, and we're holding the zone. We'll see. It's not over yet. Anyway, let's get back into what I'm looking at. Liquidity looks interesting. Let's take a look at BTC, USDT on KuCoin, and we'll talk about it. We'll break it down. The value area highs, the premiums, blah, blah, yada, yada. All right, let's take a look at our weekly candle, and let's see where we're going. So right now, the weekly candle has a lot of indecision. All right, 4 days till it closes. Indecision doji. We would love it to close above the 200 SMA. If it did that, that would be amazing. Also, can it close above the weekly resistance right here, which is sitting at about 28,100? So you can see even today, we tapped weekly resistance, weren't able to get back above it. It was a bit of a problem. Don't worry, we're going to keep you up to date on this insane Bitcoin trade that may or may not pan out. It all depends. Looking like it's going to dump on me hard. That's an M that's going to dump on me. Look at that's an M. I'm out. I'm going to have to call out of the trade. Last, 100%, close long. It's hit or miss here. Second that line drops, I'm going to lose 20 more, and then I'm out. You know? If that can hold and we get a bounce, then there's no reason to leave. It's like, oh. Stochastics say I can get the bounce. I'm not going to look at it for a second. I'm going to do my analysis for you guys. Keep my mind off my own trade. My trades also go better when I don't watch them. I'll tell you that. My trades go better when I set them and forget them. All right? My man's like, close it. I don't do what anyone tells me to do, but that's an M pattern double top. But that would be a great way to get people to short too, though, right? And get them to flush. We're holding the point of control. As long as we stay above this POC on the 1 minute, we won't drop. We will not drop. See this red line? As long as we stay above this red line, we will not drop. The second we lose the red line, it's over. So if I get 2 candles on the 1 minute to close below, I'll close the trade. How's that? I'll put a line in the sand for myself. 2 1-minute candles close below the red line, I close the trade. All right, it's starting to do it right now as we speak. And we have 27,005 as a big bar of liquidity on BOOKMAP saying that they want to bring us lower too. Yeah, there it goes. But usually that's when they get you to panic sell. See, that was my old impulsive ways of trading. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. I don't mind flash close. Look, it said 30. I lost 30. Flash close was fine. Right? Fee was 77 cents. I don't know why people complaining about the fees on MEXC, man. 77 cents? Like, let's get real. And my account's at 6,700, man. I took it up again. We're going to continue to move it to the upside. And there's a chance that trade plays out, you know? And I just sallied out. But look, 2 candles are about to close below the point of control. I did what I was supposed to do. All right. Now that I'm out of my own trade, I can focus on you guys. All right. And that's another reason why it's nice to be an analyst and just analyze for you guys. Okay, so 30,700 is a major resistance for Bitcoin. All right, we got to get back above the zone. Beautiful double bottom on the W on the weekly, right? That's a beautiful W on the W, right? Beautiful W, as I was thinking, but a beautiful W on the weekly, and then you can see we have weekly right here. So if we lose this level, 25.8, we come back down to 24,300. That's obvious, and then we got this nice weekly support sitting at 27,002, right here with this weekly candle close. See 27,087. All right. So if we don't lose 27,000, we have no problem. That's strong support right now. If we lose that, we're going to tussle with 25.9, and if we lose that, so okay, so that's your weekly. So just write those down, right? If we lose 27, we may go and test 25 again. All right, 26,000 actually, 25.9. So just write that down. Tell yourself there's weekly support at 27,087. All right. That's it. Just keep those in the back of your mind because we're going to delete these because they get in the way once we move to smaller time frames, you know. So let's move to our 3-day. Our 3-day is pretty spot on with a similar idea here. What we wanted was this 3-day candle to close above resistance. Where is resistance? Where these 2 3-day candles closed. This one opened and it closed at 27,693. This one closed at 27,743. So we'll call it 27,750. All right. Oh, no, hold on. 27,243. So sorry. 27,250. That's going to be an area that we're going to watch. 27,250 is very, very key. All right? I've been honing in on it. I've been watching it lately. All right? Why is it 6? Hold on. I'm like, what's going on here? Why am I No, it is. So sorry. I'm like bugged out here in my eyesight. 27,700. It also was 27,740, but it's where these two candles close on the 3-day chart, all right? This 3-day candle is about to close in 1 day in 10 hours. Tomorrow night, Friday night at 8 p.m. This will close. If it closes above that resistance, that's a very good sign. Look, 3 white soldiers. 1, 2, 3. That's a bullish pattern. If you didn't know, look, in trading. And type these things in. Google this stuff. 3 white soldiers. Get to know all these ideas that I give you. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful green candles in a row. Creates a reversal, specifically after a bottoming out. And you move back to the upside, right? 3 white soldiers. See that right there? 3 white soldiers. Understand these concepts. Understand these ideas. All right? But trying to get that bounce back. There's a chance we're still kind of hanging out. Remember, this is the 1-minute chart, so. Beautiful entry is the POC. See, we didn't lose the POC. Till you lose the POC definitively, it's still possibly a good trade. All right. Well, you could be pretty deep with a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio. See that? And previous resistance there, you can kind of hide below it. This could still pan out, everybody, and they'll nail these shorts. Watch this 1-minute flag as it continues to pan out. That could be the aggressive entry right there at the bottom of the channel. All right. Keep putting me on Tom. LOL, messing with the freeze beat. Keep putting me on. What the heck? Honestly, I have a group. I can't deal with negativity. So if someone's negative, I probably won't be able to see you or talk to you because my frequency is too high. So I can't deal with negative people. I don't know how. They don't enter into my reality. It's like a ghost. Like I can't see them. They're on another frequency. All right, so let's get back into the 3-day. If you were on my channel, I've been talking about 3-day hidden bullish divergence over and over again. Get to know hidden bullish. If you don't know it, join my trading group. I teach class the last Saturday of every month, so it's coming up. All right? And I actually may add a new class, and the class is going to change too. We're going to revamp the class, and we're going to raise the price. No longer will it be $60 if you join the trading group. And no longer will it be $100 outside the trading group. We're going to raise the price because I'm more known. My strategies pan out well. Everyone makes money off of them. I know they work. And so I'm going to raise the price. It's just that simple. I gave them away for so long. And so one more month, you'll have $60 in the trading group, and then it will be over if you did not take advantage of $2,000 or more of information, in my humble opinion, for $60. People are literally charging $2 to $3 grand for it, and they're spanning it out into like 5 classes to make you feel like you know. Trust me. Jump into the class before the price goes up. I'm telling you right now. The leverage class too will eventually be $300. Like everything is going to go up. I'm telling you right now. The frenzy is going to happen. The halving is going to be crazy. Google is going to blow up. The searches for crypto are going to expand, and people are going to say, who's the people that have been doing it? And they're going to find us, and we're going to be in heavy demand. So I'm telling you right now, I was in heavy demand when I had 8,000 subs. I can imagine what's going to happen when I get to 50, 60, 70,000 subs and the bull market starts to really take off. So just remember, so I just got to say that. I love you. I love you all. I've been giving everything I can for a long time. All right. But because of the demand, it will go up in value. Listen, all that passive. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Yeah. Remember, when I was down and out, nobody hated on me. All right? I always remember that, Say that to yourself whenever you're dealing with people that are affecting you or hurting you. Tell yourself, when I was down and out, nobody hated on me. And then you realize when someone's hating on you, it's like the greatest thing ever. You're like, wow, I have a good life. You know what I mean? You can't get haters if you're like literally on the corner begging for money. Like, you know what I mean? Think about it. No one's going to hate on you then. They're going to be like, oh, that guy's got nothing. Why would I hate on him? People only hate on you when you have something that they think they should have or they're jealous of you. So anytime there's, and I don't even want to address the frequency, right? God bless Master Friend in the house. And everyone take the class every single Sunday. I'm telling you right now, I got the media file here. I finally got it up and running. Get the leverage class, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My man, Master Friend, my buddy, my partner in success, my man, Jay. God bless you, brother, you and your family for riding with me. I'd only take a few people on this journey, I'm telling you right now, and I took you. May God bless you and yours, man, but you deserved it. You deserved it. All right? I know talent when I see it. God bless you, brother. Look at 3 green candles in a row for the 3-day chart. That is 3 white soldiers. Bullish pattern panning out for Bitcoin. Bitcoin staying sideways nicely in the zone, right? Okay. And I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to up the leverage like that and make the trade that way. I didn't have to do it that crazily, you know. The smart way to do this trade is to look at the 3 to 9 risk reward ratio, stop loss at 27,789, take profit, right, at 26,630. You know what? I could just leave a runner too. Like I could go, I could be like, I like this trade. And everyone, when I like a trade like this, and this is the bigger trade that I'm looking at too, which has a take profit all the way at 29,800. That's where we want to really to get it in, you know. So let's look. Whenever I make a trade like this, I go to the 1 minute, hit the trading view icon, and then I look at the trade exactly as it is on the chart here, because the numbers will change. See, I learned this the hard way when I set my numbers and I got stopped out. I wouldn't have got stopped out had I actually paid attention to the real values here. So look, if this is the trade, if I want to trade this consolidavely, now it is a double top, some could say, and I'm open-minded, but the moving averages get me going. The end of the dialog box, it ended when I was trying to make my measured move, and it wouldn't let me go. I think I'm going to take most of this day off because I don't want to ruin my moves, you know. And it's funny, you guys see me trading leverage. I have over like 60,000 in spot trades right now too. So like, I don't flaunt my money, man. I think it's rude. You know, I'd rather flaunt my percentages. I'd rather just make percentages in front of you guys, show you percentages. I don't need to flaunt. I dress nice because I like to dress nice, because my grandfather dressed nice, not because I try to flaunt my wealth. I dress nice because I like to dress nice. All right. Also, because it's boring to put on a t-shirt every day. Look, I got a shirt which had colors and patterns. I had this that had colors and patterns, and this had colors and patterns. So like, I got to do something. I'm a creative guy. I like the colors. That's the main reason I dress the way I dress, because I'm sick of just putting on one shirt every day. I want to have it fun. I want to make it vibrant. I want to make it exciting, and it looks nice. You know what I mean? My friend's mother always told him, you can never overdress, right? And he was telling me that the other day. So God bless everybody here on the live. This is a trade that I am looking at. Still valid. Stop loss will be at 27,818. Take profit will be at 28,490. It would be a 3 to 8.9 risk reward ratio, and it would be on the 1 minute flag that we're looking at. High risk, high reward for sure on the move. Wait for the 200 to get into price. If the 200 can get tight with price, good chance it's going to rip to the upside, because it likes to dump down to the 200. If the 200 comes to meet price, there's a lack of dump there. There's a likelihood that it's not going to dump. So that's why moving averages will teach you where you're likely going to go up or down or not. All right. I didn't make the trade. I would wait for it to get tight and for the 200 to get into price action for me to feel more comfortable about the trade. Let's get back into the analysis for the day, though. So 3-day chart panning out. We gave you the hidden bullish. We expected this to happen. We went over it. We got above the 200 SMA. I told you that was a very bullish sign. We got above the 200 and the 50. Moving averages starting to get tight again and reconvene. This is also a bit of a double bottom. I like what we're seeing. These are bullish signs, everybody. MACD just getting across. Pretty good sign. If we can close above the resistance at 27,700, it'd be pretty amazing. All right. The daily looking like it's going to flip bullish here. You see? And let's bring this down. This is the reason I opened the trade. Previous resistance became support right there. There was an SR flip at 27,400. That was so key. And all day yesterday, we battled it, and that was where we entered the trade, right? And you can see an SR flip right here on the daily as clear as day. Previous resistance, we have flipped 27,360 as support. It's a big, big deal. If Bitcoin can do this to the 200 SMA the way it did it to the support region right here, For instance, this yellow line, if we can flip the yellow line, we're going to get a move to the upside. Look at the gap. We left this. We gapped all the way up. I've been talking about the fact that we can get to 30,750 pretty easily into this chop. So it's very likely Bitcoin's going to continue here. There's a gap here. There's not a lot of action. We're breaking above key resistances. The daily resistance is 27,729 right here. And we're about to break through that. So watch basically 27,720, I'm going to call it, right, is the key area. Let's make sure we get a daily candle to close above it today. And that will also keep us very, very bullish. At the same time, we're keeping our eyes on this 1 minute flag that's continuing to go sideways. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. There was no reason for me to give that $30 back. That's my impulsive insanity. All right. And I kind of just, I guess I was live and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a rush. You know what I mean? It was for the stream. But again, I don't want to go broke for the stream either, right? Hey. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 682 people on the live, 251 likes, $14 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at the poll and see what the poll said about the news. All right. 54% would like the news earlier. Do you desire the news earlier? Let me know. 54% want the news a little earlier out of 239 votes. Let's get way more votes. I appreciate it. And join the newsletter today. Please join the newsletter. If 240 you vote, 240 you should have joined the newsletter. You're going to get an email from my team that's absolutely mind-blowing. I'm telling you right now, it's going to give you deep insight into the market, help you trade long-term, take some of the concepts that I was breaking down throughout the week and accentuate them, explain them clearer, and really kind of give you, it really helps out. If you watch me all week, it really helps you kind of see what's happening in the markets. It's absolutely amazing. All right. It's Mr. Armstrong 33. The thrift store is nothing to sleep on. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. Amen. Here is URL to sign up for the crypto newsletter. Love learning. Thank you so much for doing that. We also have it pinned right up here. But thank you for bombarding them. Let them know. 30x on Sol since the 21,100. You called that move way back. Still have the chart. Wow. Insane. God bless you, brother. Crypto Billy, join the Lifers Now newsletter. Knowledge is profit. Thank you. God bless you, brother. Thank you for saying that. Show me the Slack and I'll show you the news. Right? Shout out to Elias. So we'll jump onto the news real quick, but we got other altcoins to look at. We're still tracking that Bitcoin trade, and I'm not done with my big time analysis. So you may want to wait in for that. Let's jump on into the news real quick and break it down. Dope. Hi, my name is Samuel James Price, the Crypto Lifer. I have a show, the Crypto Lifer Show, every single day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. And every day we go over Bitcoin, finance, Web3, fintech, and more to break down what's happening in finance and where we're going into the future. Why don't you come on to the future with me? Let's take a look at the news. Bitcoin is about to become more secure with BIP 324. Here's how. Bitcoin peer-to-peer network is poised for a significant security upgrade with the upcoming integration of Bitcoin Improvement Proposal 324. It has gained traction with the community for its potential to thwart certain types of cyber attacks. The BIP 324 has merged and will be integrated in the upcoming release of Bitcoin Core, the most popular software used to connect the Bitcoin network and run a node. The new protocol has been endorsed and discussed by prominent figures in the Bitcoin realm, signaling a shift towards enhanced encryption privacy. I mean, this is cool, right? More improvements, going deeper into the details available on GitHub. The proposal highlights several other advancements beyond opportunistic encryption. One such feature is the introduction of a new handshake, which would facilitate the process by which nodes initially connect and communicate. This revised handshake will bolster initial connection security and streamline the authentication process. Hey, as hackers continue to learn and continue to grow, you don't think the smartest people in the world who run the Bitcoin network will continue to change it. This is awesome news. This makes it more and more valuable, right? Your dollar didn't get more secure yesterday, but Bitcoin did. Bitcoin more scarce, Bitcoin more secure. Dollar more prevalent, dollar value going down. Which one would you want to be in? I don't know. It's up to you, right? You might want to make the better decision now before it's too late. Again, not financial advice. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial analyst. I'm not a financial, I guess I'm a technical analyst, but I'm not a financial advisor. Billionaire-backed Hong Kong crypto VC pours $100 million into blockchain fund. The Titan Fund will focus on early-stage startups in gaming, metaverse, and NFTs, and will prioritize equity investments rather than digital assets. It's a big deal. And they're going to go for equity behind the scenes and really building up the space. Thrilled to announce the launch of our USD $100 million Titan Fund with backing from some of the world's best blockchain investors. It's a big deal. Money is flowing into blockchain. That's where the most money will be made in the next 10 to 20 years. People know that. If you're into making money and you're into growing, you're going to be wanting to invest into cryptocurrency. Bitcoin sitting at 27,980, but tapping on 28K again. Friend.tech targeted SIM swaps worsen as users lose more Ether. Wow, so this gets worse. I'm happy I didn't get into Friend.tech yet. Even more Friend.tech users are claiming they have fallen victim to SIM swap attacks with an estimated 380,000 worth of Ether lost to such exploits, which isn't as bad compared to some hacks in the billions and millions, but still. The same scammer profited 385 in the past 24 hours off SIM swapping 4 different Friend.tech users. One way you can stop that happening is by covering your email account with a FIDO key, because you'll get an email, right? And they have to get into your email through this, right? Through your SIM swap usually, but insane. There's a company that is stopping SIM swapping. It's called Effin, right? And we're going to put out a link for you later on. We're going to talk about it. I'm just going to briefly mention it now, but I want to put it out when I actually have the link and everything for you. But that's going to actually stop SIM swapping in its tracks, all right, through creating a whole new kind of phone service. We're going to be trying it out and talking to the team. We met with them last week or earlier this week, and we're going to be bringing that to you guys as well. Everyone, thank you so much for watching the news. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Now let's get back in to the show. All right. And let's get back into the Bitcoin analysis. We're going to look at DXY. We're also going to look at the ES1, S&P futures, and more. So I'm excited. You should be excited. Let's get it in. Most of your channels will probably cover that news. We got you covered already. All right. We did what you asked. 661 people on the live. Let's keep it going. We did what you asked. All right. We did what you asked. 296 people voted, and 100 of you or more, 150 of you or more did say that you would like the news a little earlier. So there you have it. All right. $15 on Bitcoin was the cup and handle. Life revision all day, baby. Gains. My man. My man. My man. He said 15-minute was the lifer cup and handy. Yeah, this was kind of a cup with a handle in it. Blasted in a way. I saw the shoulder, head, and shoulder, too, to the upside. Bang. Shout out to anyone that took profits with me. I sold at 28,088. Pretty dang close to the top. Right? I mean, you got to love that, right? That's how you execute a trade like a boss. You get in at the bottom, you sell at the top, baby. I was like $40 away from the actual top right there. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, right? I didn't even know it. I was like, wait, what happened? My stop loss got hit. You know? I would have sworn I was at 29,088, but it's all good. I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, so moving forward with Bitcoin analysis, right? So we see that there's a big order of liquidity up there, which tells me that the 3-day can get up there. What's bullish too? The 3-day breaking, closing candles above resistance at 27.7, basically 720. And look at this too, the 21 crossing the 50. It's a good sign when any time a smaller moving averages crosses a bigger or shorter, if you want to call them. But the 21 crossing the 50 is a big deal right there. I like seeing that as well. All right, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We have more to show you. Now the daily. Let's look at the daily stochastics RSI. The daily stochastics are pointing down, but look, they're flipping back to the upside there for some bullish movement back up. I believe the daily is going to rip to the upside based off the smaller time frames, like the 4-hour is in our favor. So things are looking pretty good. Hold on one second. There's a squirrel that messes with my grass. Hey, get off my grass. Get off my grass. Yeah, he messes, he eats my grass all day long. Anyway. We got a beautiful SR flip here. This tells me that this is likely to pan out. So what you're doing here is you're basically playing this idea. You could basically turn this into a bit of a symmetrical triangle. Get your measured move. Bang. Enter the trade here. Right? Really, I believe we'll get further up. But there. And this is the trade here, right?
What happened?
There's a squirrel in the window.
I thought you were yelling at somebody being in our yard.
No. Squirrels just eat the grass seed. I don't like it. So, I don't like it. Stop loss below. I don't see. Now that's why I get in right here with my stop loss below the previous support and resistance. And that's why, that's the move here. All right. And then you ride this. This trade takes 5 or 6 days to plan out, but you get way more paid than playing little time frames. All right. So that technique to me is the previous support of resistance flip. That's how you play an SR flip. SR flips are beautiful. If the daily can close a candle today above the 200 SMA, expect more upside. So right now, if we can get back above the 200, which look, we got rejected, came up, found resistance, came back up. It's very likely we are going to rip to the upside. Very likely. Bitcoin's headed to $29,005 into the $30,000 level. Very, very likely. Like within, I say an 80% chance based on my analysis. All right. Let's keep moving. 22-hour also bending, looking like it could get a bit of a move to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here on the 22-hour. Also, this looks like a retest. Breakout, retest, break, bounce off the retest. And that is a beautiful retest. I didn't even look at it. Well, yeah, I looked at the support and resistance flip yesterday. And look, that was your entry right off the retest. And that's why retests are golden. I talked about retests yesterday over and over again. I brought it up. I said, learn the retest. Understand how to trade a retest. All right? So important that you're playing the retest and knowing how to use that. All right? Key insight into the market. 4-hour says it has momentum to the upside. When it crosses the dotted line, usually a big bump happens when you get up into that high momentum area. 4 hours suggests that we can get a huge pump. MACD about to turn. RSI above the medium line. And the RSI itself is in a falling wedge that wants to break on out. There's no bearish div. There's no hidden div. There's no hidden bearish. It all looks lovely. If anything, I'm showing you right here, look, there's hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. And this is why people come to my channel. My mind sees so many things that you may not have seen. Look, this is swing up to swing up. That's swing down to swing down. All right? I always pass out this sheet when I teach my students. Hidden, price is swinging up, but the RSI is swinging down. Tells you that you will make a high above the high inside the divergence and continue to the upside. Hidden bullish divergence. Do you know you're hidden bullish? All right. And look, there you go. Look at the liquidation for the M pattern to the downside. So once you lose that level on the point of control, once you lose the POC, you basically short, right? And that's how I knew not to be inside the trade anymore. I took a small $30 loss, right? With a $180, $150 win today. So it's like, if I keep that up, we're going to be being pretty good. And I shouldn't have taken that trade. That was crazy. Like, that was me being super impulsive. And that's literally my weakness is impulsivity. I pray to God to stop my impulsivity and to help me continuously control myself. Now, once you break a 200 SMA, you're going to go lower. That's bear city for Bitcoin. So let's get back into this talk and let's see the key levels that we need to watch now on the smaller time frames. As we're all the way back down to 27,800, right? And BOOKMAP really, look, this big order down at 27.5 suggests that they want to crush us. And wow, we're getting pushed to the downside now. All right, good thing I closed that trade. Wish I had opened up a short, but you can't win every single thing. You can't be mad if, open up a long. Like, I'm happy with the trade this morning. We reassess and we go from there. All right. So this broke out. This has a measured move. This measured move takes us to about 28,009, 29K2 as well. So, hey, things are looking pretty good, right? Things are looking pretty good. Another reason why you take profits on the trade. Had it not taken profits, the trade would be gone by now. See? You got to learn how to take profits. Let's take a look at our 1 hour. Now, our 1 hour getting overbought. RSI pushing down. Our 1 hour has not too much bearish. It's not bearish div, but it's weird. This is almost hidden bearish in a way. See, that's an uptrend, but that's a downtrend. See that? But not amazing. A little bit of a stretch. All right. They got the dump. They went after the late longs. All right. And see, having a limit order too, the planned traders pan out so much better because our trades happen for us. Our emotions don't control the trade, right? We set an in, we set an out, and the trades happen for us. We don't force the trade. All right. When you force the trade, you get emotional because you don't know what's going on. You're all over the place. It's not good. It's not a good look, Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. This guy, Ben, said, when you long, I short, even though I was right for 12 days straight. Do whatever you want, man. I don't care. I shouldn't even have read that comment. Cash was so difficult to get a low buy-in at the 30s or the 33s. It was. You mean at 3 cents? After Hours Investing said you must lose a lot then, all right? Dude, I have thousands of people around the world that have made money with my strategies. So it's like I don't have to prove myself anymore. I just don't. You know what I mean? Counter trading the lifer is a great way to get liquidated. Yeah, I just get rid of nasty people, man. Yeah. Second I notice there's a negative individual, I just remove them, man. You know? I don't need it. The smartest thing you could do is removing negative people from your life. It's like a special power. Insecure people don't know how to remove people from their life because they're stuck. They're always indecisive. So like, is this person good? I don't know. And they can't make it. And then the person's just eating off them and just deteriorating their soul. You know? And so in order to get yourself to another level, you got to learn how to cut off negative people immediately. You know? And it's hard when you're living a negative life. You'll suck negative people into you. You will. You want to be, if you're positive, it's very hard for negative people to come near you or get close to you because your frequency is so high. When they get near you, they actually get nauseous. Like they do. They can't handle it. They get sick. They're like, damn, this guy works out every day. He's jacked. Damn, this guy's got a sexy wife, right? Damn, this guy's got beautiful kids. Damn, this guy makes money. Damn, this guy shows up every day. And they just can't handle it. You know what I mean? They can't handle it. They get sick inside, right? And you're like, I know. It's hard being this great. They don't want to see you win, baby. I'm in Africa, bro. I watch and follow you all the time. I can't afford more than 99. Please don't increase the price. I won't increase the price of the trading group. All right? I just increase the pricing of the teachings and the lessons. It's just taking up a lot of my time, and we're in heavy demand, This is still a valid trade, you know what I mean? But the 1 hour wants to curve us to the downside. Strong resistance for Bitcoin here. All right? Now, the one thing that I've been also showing is the daily, and we're going to get into that right now, is the daily. And the daily could be in a rising wedge, right? So the dollar's still in a symmetrical triangle. These break down more than they break up. I'll tell you that. All right? And we got resistance at 28,162. That was the weekly resistance, remember. All right? Mark Wahlberg said, don't listen to him, Sammy. Clearly he is butthurt and jealous. You're the man. God bless you, brother. Thank you. Trolls are losers. Yeah, a lot of trolls. We love you. Yeah. My 3-to-1 win rate has been a great win rate, pulling 89% profits. My man, I love you. God bless you, brother. And God bless the trolls. They're the ones that need the most love, right? They're the ones that are hurt, lost in the sauce. Kaz Weekly is at a bull pennant, ready to make a massive gain. I'm still in Kaz pretty heavy. Yo, Sammy, bro, how are you? Shout out to Den Developer. We love you, man. God bless you, Brand. Thank you so much. You going to watch some football tonight with the football watch-alongs? And remember, 27,720 is a key support. We lose that, we're going to go further to the downside. And BOOKMAP's showing you that we're going to go all the way to 27.5. They want 27.5. They want to liquidate those longs, baby. Those people that had too much emotions and couldn't take the trade. We lose this level. We hit the point of control at 27,500. We lose that. We drop to 27,321. Actually, we're even we tussle with 27,250. That key level of support and resistance. A double bottom here would be absolutely amazing. If we double bottom on support, I mean, that would be a beautiful possible trade. And it would look like a cup and a handle blast to the upside. So we could possibly have a cup and handle coming for us at about 27,250 area. All right. And remember, expect the liquidity to dry up after 1 o'clock this afternoon. All right. Need cash to come back to the 200 SMA. Twin City Crypto. Sounds like Sin City Crypto. Twin City Crypto. That's the Minneapolis St. Paul show, Anyway, it's not over till the fat lady sings. Actually, you can't say that anymore, right? It's not over till the Waitley Challenge person decides to talk very loudly at the opera. No, I'm just joking around. But Waitley. So what do I see happening today? I mean, honestly, the 1 hour is pointing to the downside, is not in our favor. So it's really about the 1 hour today. The 1 hour is the problem child. The 1 hour is the issue. But look, previous support becomes resistance. Do we hold this level? Do we go sideways? I see sideways price action until we figure it out. But Tight. If we stay sideways here, this 1 hour can reset. I would long again with a stop loss below the point of control for a massive move back up to 29,300. All right. Dead cat bounce coming. You never know, baby. You never know. So right now the 1 hour is bearish with a turn here on the stochastics. Yeah, they're turning bearish right there with a bit of a bearish claw. Okay. RSI also has basically double topped. Almost a bearish div. This isn't as sharp as that uptrend. It's a class C bearish div. Maybe you get a bearish div on the 15. Yeah, the 15-minute had a bearish divergence. How to enable anti-lag on AMD Radeon. But look, that's a swing down to swing down. That's a swing up to swing up. There's your bearish div. Usually the 15-minute, if it loses the 21, it'll dump down to the 200 SMA, or at least to this POC. It did come back down to the 21. Look how far the 15 was for the 21. Back to the 21, right? Boom. So that was your short. That's kind of how I short the 3-day. Bearish divergence back to the 21. You can take this exact example and you can short the 3-day chart. All right. Bears are eating at the DXY today. I know. We're going to take a look at the DXY too. So look, previous support resistance becomes support. If we can hold 27,750, this would be key. So I see sideways price action, and we got to watch the 1 hour. If the 1 hour can reset, we can stay inside this pattern. That's going to be lovely. So I'm looking for this level to hold. I'm looking for these key areas to hold. And we have a really nice SR flip here too. Previous resistance became support right there at 27,600. So we have a lot of support here that we'd have to crush through. And it's been tested. Resistance fell down. Someone bought it back up. Tested. So these levels have been tested. So remember, wouldn't be surprised if the 4 hour takes off later on today. All right. And then we can always kind of watch this 1 minute. That's done now. That's what I love about the 1 minute. Like once you get your pattern, it's only going to take 30 minutes to find out whether that pattern plays out or not. Kind of a rising wedge too. And I took a gamble. There could have definitely been a short squeeze there, and I could have gotten pumped to the upside. Anything could have happened. I don't know where price action is going to go. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. All right. I put that out there all the time. All right. Inder Jatana, we love you, brother. I'll say your name because you need it. All right. Inder Jatana. And did I say your name right? I bet I did. Bigger time frames give a much bigger picture when you scoop out versus the smaller time frames. Oh yeah, you don't want to get caught up in small time frames. You can scalp in and out. Small time frames solidify key areas that you're watching. Key areas of support or resistance that matter. All right. Because you'll be like, all right, are we going to get back above 27.5? And then you'll see it just completely dump on the 7 minute. And I've also seen the 7 minute create massive rallies. Like I've seen the 1 minute and the 44 hour be kind of indecisive. And then I've seen an aggressive stochastics on the 1 minute, and the trade is just absolutely plowed ahead. So remember, anything can happen, man. You know what I mean? Anything can happen. Yeah, shout out to everybody here on the live, man. I love you. I love you guys. And please follow me on Instagram. We're growing. We want to get to 2,000 followers by the end of the week. We can do it. 1,600. Follow me. We're getting out all sorts of stuff. I'm going to start putting out a video update every morning. I might even go live on Instagram while I'm live here, just so you can see behind the scenes. Just fun stuff. Let us know. Join Instagram today. 1,630 followers. That's me. I'd love if you jump on in. The Real Crypto Lifer. I wish they gave us a check and stuff like that, or I guess to get verified costs way more money. I don't even know who to talk to get verified, but I would like it. It's super important for me personally, more than other people. I know there's celebrities, but it's because my business does so well. I don't want anyone, basically acting like me, because they could hurt a lot of people. So I don't like that. Good thing you closed that long, baby. Yeah. I mean, I would have lost $60, whatever, right? See, I don't risk a lot of money, everyone. I learned how to make a lot of money, and I learned how not to lose a lot of money. All right? Simple. Especially if you work as hard as me and you took as many chances as I did to get where I'm at, you also wouldn't play with your money. You would be spot on, Anyway. Shout out to everybody here. Also, once you made the risks that I took to get here, you wouldn't keep taking risks again. I took some serious risks. I had to put all my money into Bitcoin when nobody knew what it was going to do, when no one when it wasn't solidified what it really was, I went all in, baby. You know, you heard that talk with me and my wife last night, and everyone jump on into that. That was amazing. Had my wife on the live stream, and she really blew my mind yesterday. It was an amazing video. Watch Crypto Wifer Tells All, 1,000 views and counting, and it was amazing. So that's also a look breakout. That's a retest. See, it's retesting the top of the trend line. See that? It broke out. It retest. To me, that's a retest. Retests are great places to get in for a move to the upside, right? And it would be like the breakout, fake out of the falling wedge that continues out. I mean, don't do this at home. This is but that's likely to continue to pump off of a retest. See, it's retesting previous resistance on this trend line. Look at it on the, that's the trend line here. It broke out. It seems to be retesting. My humble opinion, that looks very similar to a retest. All right. Also, you got a POC here that you've bounced from. There's support here. 7-minute is suggesting a big pump is coming to the upside. All right. So 7-minute looks to me like it's about to explode. And you can keep your stop loss in a very, very key area because, so look, this is the next trade that I'm looking for. 28,274. Stop loss below the point of control right here, which is 278 risk reward ratio. Chance this does play out on the 7-minute. This would be a 7-minute trade. Also on the 7-minute is you have swing down and swing down while you're swinging to the upside here. All right, if I move my moving averages and just look at this clear, that's a hidden bullish divergence, which tells you you're going to continue to the upside. It's a very accurate signal. This tells me that Bitcoin's likely going to be at 28,261 not too long from now. Again, there's no guarantees, but I've seen this play out hundreds of times in my life. You have hidden bullish. You have the MACD turning. You have falling volume with falling price. You have a reversal there, and you have the stochastics low. This tells me that we could get a bounce quicker than we realize here for Bitcoin. All right? I could be wrong. I'm not 100%, but you have a gap of the VRVP, and you're holding this level pretty nicely. 27.8. So I've given you everything I could. I give you the weekly. I give you the daily. I gave you the 3-day. I gave you the 4-hour, the 1-hour, the 15. We went to the 1, 5, 7. I gave you every single time frame that I can see, and then if I see anything else, I'll give it to my trading group. All right. All right. BB mentioned ADA, and it's pumping this morning. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Tuned in to the master. Shout out to Legos the Lifer, my man. My cash short was wrecked yesterday with the scam wick. So bad. Lifer-wifer combo for president and first lady. I'm the first lady. She's the president. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all for being here. 27.8 is holding nicely for Bitcoin. 7-minute has hidden bullish divergence. It's retesting the previous trend line. Very likely it's going to get a pump to the upside. You do you, though. You do you. You do you. Let's take a look at our DXY. This trade is also still valid. There's no reason why it's not. But we have a resistance now to get above. Like we want to basically solidify above that, these two candle closings. See right there? 27,750. We want to stay above that on the day. Did you write down the weekly areas that I talked about? We want this daily candle to close above resistance at 27,750. We would love it if we got above this area at 28,000. So if the daily can close above 28K, and if the daily can get above the 200 SMA, if we keep getting rejected and we double top at the 200 SMA, we will dump. We have to flip this yellow line. All right? Super resistance became support. That's been a beautiful sign for gains. All right. If you want an outlook on a coin, an idea, or anything, send in a super chat. Super chats are how I'm able to see what's happening. Shout out to Elias Arciniega. Elias Arciniega, thank you for the $9.99. God bless you. Thanks for all you do, Lifer. Can you check NOI on the 4-hour and the daily? Thank you for saying that. We're going to give you AGIX. I remember we talked about it. Just closed my biggest win on yesterday's Bitcoin long call. Thank you, Lifer, and the 99. Dude. His biggest win of his life. He just closed, and he threw a super chat. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining, man. And thank you to the testimonials. Some amazing testimonials came out the last 3 days. You guys are making me cry when I wake up in the morning. You know, Sam and BB are such an amazing team. I joined the Lifer Trading Group 2 months ago. My trades have intention. I understand trading patterns and divergences better than ever. I've made more money in the past 2 months, even September, than I ever would have without the group. I've started leverage trading after 60 days of demo, and I'm loving it. Sam is the master. He has your back and will teach you everything that you need to know, including my man, Master Friend, and my whole team, too. I don't want to take all the credit. I got a group of people that help me do this every single day. Someone wrote us an email. I've been trading now for a solid 6 years with okay success. It wasn't until I joined Sam and the Lifer fam that I realized I never really had a trading plan or a checklist or how to get into those more probable trades that would play out in my favor. Sam teaches you just that. High profits, low risk. That's not just a trading group, but a family that wants to see nothing but the best for you and to see you reach your goals. If you ain't with us, you are losing. Lifer for life. Sean G, The Gilly Show. Sean, we love you. Thank you so much. And those keep me going. Those testimonials are really what puts me in an amazing mood. Like, I wake up every day and I read those. How could I be sad? How could I be depressed? How could I think I'm not pushing myself to the limit when I read those? All right. President here, bro. You really see Bitcoin on 30K? I'm long on compound. If Bitcoin pump compound could 5X. Possibly. If you're in the live, you're in the right place at the right time. God bless you. And you subscribe to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life, baby. God bless each and every one of you for being here. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at the DXY. TON, also interesting, you know, that Telegram coin. Okay, so it was only a matter of time. The DXY was going to take a tumble to the downside. We talked about it. We went over it many times. There was finally bearish div on the 22-hour time frame. That told you it was Euro USD for gains. You know, Euro pumps when the dollar dumps. So when I give you a bearish div and tell you the dollar's going to dump, that's a load up on Euro if you're trading Forex, all right? Now, I don't trade Forex, but I could trade any market in the world if I choose to. I just choose to focus on what I like the most. You know what I mean? Shout out to my lovers of Bitcoin, baby. And, you know, God bless everybody out here, man. Just, this has been an amazing few days of my life. I'll have to be honest. Like, you know, it was my dad's birthday. I miss my dad. R.I.P. my dad, man. My dad was an amazing man. He helped, you know, get me to where I am with work ethic, with discipline and love. I love my father, man. God bless you, Jimmy. See that little, this little dove here that I keep right there? That's Celebrate Jimmy. That's for my dad. And ever since he died, I said he will have a place on my screen. He will have a place, you know, above all the advertisers, above all my sponsors. My dad was my biggest sponsor, right? My dad was my biggest backer of me, man, you know? And maybe he, you know, we didn't always see eye to eye like a father and son do. We had our differences, but you know what? He taught me how to be strong for my family. He taught me how to be there for my sisters and my mother. He always told me family was number one. We would sit down and eat together at the table, and he would say, look at each other. He said, when times get tough, these are going to be the people that you have. These are going to be the people that matter. You know, I'd meet someone, and like, me and my brother don't get along, and I'd be like, how? Your dad didn't teach you how important you each other were to each other? Me and my sisters will always get along. I will be there for my sisters to the day I die. I will never turn my back on my sisters. I don't care what happens. I'll pray to God for compassion, whatever I have to do. But I will never turn my back on my sisters, man. Never. Family is everything to me. And my dad taught me that. And that's why I run this trading group the same way. All right? With that love, with that compassion, and with the discipline. If you didn't know, my father was an iron worker. Went high up in the air. Iron worker. Dude, iron workers are insane. Like, he used to connect. He was a connector. Like, this is what he was doing. He's walking around like this. This is my pops, dude. He did this. My dad did this. My dad did this for a living. Back when my dad was doing this, they had no tie downs. This was what my dad did, dude. He walked all around, no harness. Like, just insane. This is what my dad did for a living. He would come home from work and he would look at me like, son, you know, like, if I left my shirt on the ground, he would tell me, like, I risked my life for you. Like, I risked my life for that shirt. You picked your clothes up off the ground. Like, you know, now they're tied up a little more, but still, it is one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. My dad lived this is what my dad did to make money for me. Like, I cry sometimes because, like, my dad risked his life. You know, I'm sitting here on a live stream with some headphones on. Like, this ain't even close to what my dad did, you know? But I love you, Dad. Thank you so much for everything you've done for all of us, honestly, because The work ethic he gave me is the work ethic each and every one of you, utilize. What's up with my hair, man? Something's going on with my hair, babe. I don't know what it is. I probably just messed it up, too, because it's backwards. I can't see. I guess the headphones gave me a colic. I didn't see it till I, zoomed down on my hair. Anyway, God bless all the iron workers out there, man. I respect each and every one of you. You guys risk your lives high up on the iron, and with the crane and the wind, and they build structural steel. All the buildings that we building, all the schools that kids went to, everything that everyone has ever used in their life, it comes from iron workers, man, building. So I've been bullish. Is there any bearishness here? Well, what's the bearishness? Well, the bearishness is that we dumped down to the 200 SMA on this 1 hour time frame. 1 hour that's a bearish engulfing candle now. That's no good. That closes bearish engulfing. It takes away 8 hours of love. And we come all the way back down, likely to the 200 SMA. We lose this point of control. We are likely to drop further down, but that will be a giant double bottom off of the resistance. If we lose this level, fine. I'll be more bearish. But as long as we stay above 27,250, I remain pretty bullish on this move. And now, look, they're bringing down the liquidity to the downside now. Look, now they got a $27,200 level probably. Why is that doing that? Sorry. Yeah, 27,170 now. They're definitely trying to crush the price further to the downside. A short is in order most likely. You know what I mean? A short is in order most likely now. And I didn't call the short today. I apologize for that. I should have called the short. But we had a major resistance, and we had a bearish div here on the 1 hour time frame. A pretty hardcore bearish divergence, right? Even though that swings up a little bit, it was pretty weak, You hit the top of the channel. You suggest bottom of the channel. Let's see, though. Let's see if the smaller time frames can stop the pain here. The 7 minute can say, hey, I'm going to bounce this back to the upside. Now we lost what would have been a nice retest, right? Because we didn't get the bounce off of the previous resistance. So we're looking for a possible double bottom at 27,250. That's a key area that we're going to be watching close. All right. All right. Wow, Matt, pretty nasty dump. Look at that. So many people longed, and they went after the longs. You know what I mean? They got them. Hey, get out of here, squirrel. Hey. He eats so much. One time, I laid out grass, and none of the grass really grew because the animals ate all the grass seed. And you're spending hundreds of bucks on this grass seed. You know what I mean? It's such a 2,000 square foot. It doesn't cover 2,000 square foot when the animals eat all the grass seed and you got nothing left. You know what I mean? I'm growing grass out here in suburbia. I live in a municipal part of the city. My kids can go to Boston Public Schools, but it is more rural. Everyone has a nice lawn and at least somewhat of a quarter acre or something. So it's not all bad here, but it will be bad. Once we lose this level, expect to move all the way down to 27,250. And BOOKMAP is now building the order book down to the downside. They're suggesting that we do go lower, see? The order's starting to that's right where we're at, 27,250. So a bunch of whales do want to load up at that lower price. My thing is, as long as this stays, previous resistance becomes support, that daily flip, we're pretty good. So I'm not stressing any of this. And there's a chance we even bounce on the 7. And 2 hours from now, we're actually sideways and I can make my long. So if 2 hours from now we're sideways, I make my long. If this goes here, you could possibly short it back down to the downside. You could use the 15 or the 7 minute to take the short to the down. We lose this point of control, short it back down. So you lose this red line on the 7 minute, which is 27,600. You're likely dropping down to 27,250. All right, that's just how it is. Then that double bottom could give us the possible bigger move. All right. So I'm not bullish or bearish. I'm not making a trade right now. All right. If this comes down, a move further to the downside would be nice. If this goes consolidatedly, then I'll put another trade out for the trading group later on today. And I'll be analyzing Bitcoin, and if I see anything different, I'll let you know. All right. And look, had I not closed my long, right, I would have lost a lot of money. And I would have lost the entire trade that I was in. And I would have lost everything. I'm learning to take profits swiftly and fastly. And that's why it's hard for me to trade long-term. Very hard to trade long-term leverage, to swing trade leverage for me, because I have to give up and I have to take and give gains. Like, if you're going to trade leverage long-term, you got to give up gains so fast. So look, this is likely dropping all the way back down to 27,250 now, though. Very likely. What a massive liquidation. They are battling these longs. And you saw me jump out of the trade early, so if you didn't jump out of your long early, right? And most of the altcoins are going to get bashed. Just remember, if I put on an altcoin trade to the trading group, don't stick in your altcoin trade. If Bitcoin's dumping, it's going to dump the whole market. It's going to take the whole market with it. The whole market with it. Let's take a look at the DXY dumping at the same time, but is it getting a bounce here on the 1 minute on the smaller time frame? No, I mean, the DXY finally falling out of the falling wedge like I talked about, making an M pattern here, and this looks like this is going to be a great dump to the downside for the DXY. Funny, we finally get the dump on the DXY and Bitcoin dumps at the same time. You're going to dump here. This is going to be key. Can we lose this and make a bearish retest, or are we going to bounce? But the dollar index coming back to 106.58, and we talked about this. I showed you the rising wedge. I told you there was bearish div. I said this has to dump. And there it is, starting to dump to the downside. But we've gotten this before, and we've gotten recovery. We do not want to see this bounce back. We want to see this continue to the downside. Follow my arrow on the bigger time frames, all right, and get crushed. This DXY, all right, to the downside. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. 700 people on the live stream, 369 likes, $29.90 in chat revenue. God bless you all for being here. I appreciate you all more than you would ever know. And I thank you for being a part of the live and kicking it with the lifer. Yeah, we're about to lose 27.5. This is a dumpage. Massive dumpage. I told you, once you lost this level, you're dropping down to 27,250. It's so likely. So likely. Now we look for that liquidation on the 1 and the 30-second. We're not getting it, right? Oh, man, you have it. You have this massive divergence here. And that's that V-shaped recovery, see? You're likely now to bounce back to the 200 SMA. This is that old trick that we play now, right? This is the moneymaker, okay? This is the 1 minute strategy to get back to the 200. It's very likely after the liquidations that this occurs, all right? And now this is usually when price action starts to stall out, and then look, they make the ascending triangle, right? This is the game, baby. This is the game that we play every single day. They do this over and over again. The algorithms make this exact pattern. We're likely to, even if we continue to dump, we're likely to get up back to this 200. Now, we don't know when we're going to get to 200. We're going to get there. It could even go flat, and we could just go to it sideways. But this is usually the end of the dumpage for now, you know? Not guaranteed, but look at that's a very strong divergence. Like, it doesn't get stronger than that. Extreme divergences. That's where the liquidations occur. See this divergence here? That's the liquidation. See it? That's probably in there. It's a bigger liquidation. It's this one. But I want you to understand these concepts of how to use BOOKMAP with the divergences. There's the low there, boom, right? 27,550. There's the lower low. And this is the liquidation here. Then they'll play games. They'll go up and down. They might wick it again. This guy wants 27,000. It's funny. Remember, BOOKMAP had the huge order at 27.5. It told us what was going to happen. I thought it was a bit odd, you know, that we were getting in the bounce. But like, we started the live stream with BOOKMAP with a huge order at 27.5. BOOKMAP told us exactly what was going to happen. If we just shorted what BOOKMAP told us, we'd be in the money right now. So if I didn't listen to any of my own technical analysis and I just shorted BOOKMAP, and BOOKMAP's telling you you're going to 27K. All right. Shout out to the 713 people on the live, 380 likes, $29 in chat revenue. God bless you all for being here. Thank you so much for the love. Every time you come to this channel, you support my wife, my kids, my family, and all the people that I help. Every time you support me, you support all the people that I teach around the world. You support all my elite traders. You support every class that gets taught. You support every person that works so hard to push themselves to the next limit. Wow, this is dumpage. Look, I mean, stochastic's turning on us. Looks like we may not get this money. It's weird though. This almost has to happen. You know? Like when this doesn't happen, I find it strange. Like this has to occur. Back to the 200 SMA. Even if we continue to dump. This is the money maker strategy. You find a divergence on the 1, you're likely to bounce continue back to the 200 SMA. Wow, 27, yep. Only thing is though, my source does say we go all the way to 250. And look, had I looked at the 30-second, there was a bear flag right here, see? And there's your measured move to the downside. This thing is just absolutely letting go. Wow. BOOKMAP says it's going to take us lower, so... Wow, they have that many longs to liquidate? Let's take a look at the liquidation indicator that shows us where people are getting liquidated. It's called Lifer Liquidator. It's not called Lifer Liquidator, but I called it the Lifer Liquidator. If I could find it. I got so... Look at all my templates. It's insane. I'm having like a problem finding it. I don't understand why. Bitcoin, rice, address, momentum. For me, 800 MAN, Gaussian channel, pivot point, rocket mode, super trendy, Lifer Liquidator. There we go. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. And it should show us in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time it spun and I didn't get it. It didn't work. And then I'm wondering if it worked anymore. You know? There it is. Bang. It still works, man. Ah. So this shows us how many people are long or short. These are 100X, 50X, 25X. These are 100X, 50X, 25X. These are the shorts. These are the longs. These are their actual stop losses and liquidation points. Look how many people we got to liquidate. It's thicker down here than there is up here. So they want to go all the way into this region possibly. All right. And that's the liquidation indicator. All right. M lapitations, liquidation levels, M lapitations. So this is supposed to be the bounce back to the 200 SMA. You see it? Supposed to make an inverted head and shoulder, and it's supposed to touch the 200 SMA. Let's bring back the yellow, the 200. This is the little strategy that I taught myself, where I can find when they're done dumping and they bring the price back up. I don't know what happens after that. All I know is this is usually we're going to pump back to the yellow line. First we get above the 21, then the 50. We slowly capture the moving averages till we hit the 200. And it's based off a strong divergence. Wait. That's weird. Hold up. Wow, you got to use the 30-second for the div, because the div actually broke. We had nice div and then it broke again. But it's technically still is divergence. It's like Class C. They both swing down, but that's such a sharper swing down. Then you would expect a tiny inverted head and shoulder here to get you out of the mode, right? So you're looking for this. Shoulder, head, right shoulder to dip you out of here too. You can go to the 5-second chart if you want, 30-second. So you're looking for this inverted head and shoulder to break you out. I love this, you know, this whole like how you break down small time frames and see it for what it is. There you go. See? You're supposed to get this pump to the 200 SMA. I don't know why. But you're supposed to. It's what's supposed to happen. I've studied it for years now. I can't explain why this happens, but it does. Don't question it, just know it. That's the one thing about TA. You can't question everything about TA. You just got to know it. You know? You just got to know it. Wow, $2 million in liquidations, massive liquidations today. And we navigated the market easily. We didn't lose a lot of money, did we? We did pretty good today, didn't we? We weren't those people getting absolutely smashed, right? I made a little boo-boo. But I'm all right. You know what I mean? Everything's okay. So, God bless you all. So, let's look at the NQ. Is it dumping with Bitcoin to the downside? It is. World markets taking a beat down. So, let's take a look at this here. Look, beautiful W. Started to make a move up. We retraced. Let's take a look. I didn't look at the smaller time frames yet. Look, the 4-hour looks horrible for this. It's not a good look. Started to make a bit of a falling wedge, but that could be kind of a slanted M that could break you further down too to this level here. The 4-hour does not look good in the NQ. All right. We got to flip 1550 to be bullish. 1 hour's oversold. It's kind of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, though. It's a messy inverted. So let's take a look at this. The charts tell you that what's going to happen. If you're able to see into the charts, then you can see. So it's kind of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. As long as you keep this high above that high, it's that same kind of idea that you're making like a symmetrical triangle that could be breaking out. So just watch the NQ for a bounce here. It looks like we are going to get a bounce. Right? Because they got a bunch of people in fear and they got the market to shake. So a lot of people are shorting now. They're going to be able to rock them the other way. All right? Look, we're climbing, right? I told you. You don't believe me, right? You think I'm insane, right? You're like, how? How does he know when price is going to reverse? Exactly how? Because I know what an inverted head and shoulder on the 30-second is. I already have the half of the invert. I already drew this inverted head and shoulder before it even happened. All right? I'm projecting into the future. I've always been good at that. All right? I saw Bitcoin into the $10,000, $20,000 level when it was $500. You know? I could see things happening before they happened. My wife told you, man, on the live stream yesterday. Look, that's a little beautiful flag on the 30-second with a very big measured move. You can trade that flag to the upside. It looks like magic and voodoo, right? And look, now you broke above the 200. Now you'll get above the 50, the 100, and then you'll get to the 200 SMA. The only thing I'm telling you is the 200 could end up down here when you finally hit it. We don't know exactly, and it could even end up here, and you can hit it sideways. Well, all I do know is you will be profitable. This trade is profitable over time. Sometimes you get real low, too, and the trade looks like it's not going to plan out. And then you'll come to the 200. It'll play with your heartstrings. It'll bug you out. The key is to keep that stop loss below that previous low and go for it. And not risk a lot. The stop loss can be right near entry because has to be the reversal or the trade isn't happening. So you're either nailing the reversal or you're not. That's why you don't have to risk a lot. You do 10 of these, you basically lose 0.001 or you'll win a game. You know what I mean? So like, it's a great way to just kind of play with market structure, in my humble opinion. There's an inverted right there. I've been showing you guys this on the show a lot. And now the Stokes will get high too. So I used to bail because the Stokes got too high. Because I didn't understand that this played out no matter what. And so I disallowed the stochastics at this point because I know that this trade does what it's supposed to do. Pretty crazy, right? So you need to know when and where to disallow things. Look, we're at 27.6 now. I gave you this call and the idea that you're going to reverse down at 27.4200, right? If this hits the 200, what are you going to do? If this hits the 200 SMA on my live, what are y'all going to do? You call me a magician? Call me a time traveler? You know what I mean? Anyway, I show this on the live all the time now. I get to do this like almost every day of the live. It's so much fun. It took me 7 years to identify this and know where it is. I shouldn't give this away. I should keep this to myself and trade this alone, not tell the world. I don't know why I'm nice and I blow up my spot like this. I should just keep my mouth shut and trade this over and over again. But I'm a nice guy, and I'd rather you get more than me out of myself. I'd rather you get more than me out of myself, which I think can happen if I keep pushing every day. All right? NQ, we're expecting a bounce. If you lose this level, a double bottom. If you lose that level, all the way back down to 14 350. However, I'm expecting a shoulder to be made here and a bounce. If we can flip this point of control at 14,900, we will have no worries, and we will be getting back all the way to 15,360. All right. Shout out to the 691 people on the live, 398 likes. Amazing retention today. You people are blessed. May God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in. Let's take a look if there's, let's look at the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. Wow, we took a dump with a bearish engulfer. Oh, man. Always something. This has some head and shoulder vibes in a way, right? It's head and shouldery. Flipped it upside down. It's got some inverted head and shoulder vibes, right? I always flip the chart upside down to give myself a different view, a different idea, a different look. You know? I would love if this hits the 200, and now it will bounce. And there's a chance you hit resistance, too. You got to always play support or resistance, no matter how magician I am. Oh, it's going to happen. I have to tell myself I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. But this makes sense. You get the bump, then you'll get the dump, then you get the bump, then you get the dump, and you'll work your way on out. Kind of cup and handles, too. Lifer Friend uses that as the cup and handle, right? Listen here, now you can play the 786 retracement from this wick to here. If you get to that 786, bang! You call that. You make that a call, right? Look, it's not the 382, though. What I see is the cup and handle, right? This is fun. Who else is like as nerdy as me and loves this? I love this stuff. Like 30-second, just tiny time frame. Because it's like surgery, you know what I mean? It's so precision. Like, now we break this, boom, we go up to the 50, the 80, and then the 100, and then the 200 SMA. So far, everything's going to plan like I teach you. I'm so happy I got to show you. I mean, we should be able to show these every time. Look, there's your kind of cup with your handle, right? It's not amazing. I don't love it, but I've seen them play out in structure. Okay. Stochastics are low for you. Can we get the pump now? That's telling us it's likely. We got a gap in the VRVP here until we get all the way up to 27,785. All right. Would it be cool if BOOKMAP started building liquidity above us again? But usually they don't give it away that fast. There is some people still up here. There's some blues up there that could turn to red. And they kept this order down here. They ate into it, but they kept the order down there, suggesting that we do go lower. But look, Bitcoin booming, just hit 67620 on a quick order. There it goes. What will you do if we hit the 200 SMA? What will you do? Did anyone find this exciting and riveting, or am I the only one? Is this ridiculous, or am I a nerd? Can you look at Arion Network? Thank you. We'll take a look at that. Crypto Maniac 1776 for the 199 super chat. May God bless you guys. $35 in chat revenue. Thank you so much for the love. Switchboard has euros, but also KYC. I've been watching you for a couple months. Love your style. How do I get into your trading group? Go to CryptoLifer.com, man. CryptoLifer.com. So simple. Save us 3% from the middleman. Me6 takes 3%, and then Stripe takes 3%. This will just stripe it to 3%, and we'll get, so we'll get 97% of the sale and not 94%. You have to remember, every time someone signs up, I get 96%, 94% because of the payments, the payment fees in the middle. But join the trading group right there. Join today. Hit the link right there to join today. Hit the link right there to join today. Everywhere you can join today. Subscribe to our newsletter, please, too. I'd really appreciate that. Put your email in immediately and subscribe. That comes up when you go to the website. Jump on in. We need you to jump into that newsletter because we want to create a database of everyone. In case anything ever happens, we can contact you and can continue to build our entire team. All right. Major resistance for Bitcoin. Can't get above this key level here. Resistance at 26,600. This is the play-by-play for BTC. It's making what's called a bullish rectangle, though. And if I had to call it, I see a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there, too. But only time will tell. That's bearish that we can't get back above 27.6. This is just a quick little strategy that takes about a half an hour to an hour to pan out, and you hit the 200 SMA, you call it a day. All right. Shout out to the 653 beautiful souls on the live. Thank you so much for being here. 415 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for that love. Let's get back to the total market cap. So total market cap is kind of bending on the 4-hour time frame, hitting a resistance kind of like right here. Resistance right there. We wick to it. Resistance. So 1 trillion 0.07 is a key area that we can't seem to get back above. 1 hour took that dump, but somehow the smaller time frames are keeping the 1 hour from crushing us. That's the only thing kind of keeping us in a line. If we look at this big fray, the structure up, down, you basically have to assume, because pattern trading, pattern trading, you have to assume that you'll make it to the top of the pattern here. We lose this, we'll bearishly retest. We'll end up back here at $1.1 trillion, and then we'll reassess. We do have a gap here in the VRVP, which tells me if we do lose this level, we can drop down pretty quickly to this POC here at 1.06 trillion. We want to make sure this level does not break, and we bounce back to the upside here for the total market cap. I'll be watching this closely. Key area that we don't want to lose is kind of right where we're at, $1.054 trillion. So, shout out to the 654 people. Let's jump on back into the chat. The chat has been amazing today. You people are absolutely awesome. And we had a funny tweet that got put out. I want to talk about it. We'll break it down. Shout out to Jamie and my whole team. You guys have been really taking Twitter to the next level after the meeting. It's been amazing. So everyone is noticing it. You guys are noticing it. It's awesome. Guys, if it was a character in a movie, if this was a character in a movie, what would the movie be called? Let me know. And we got 5,000 views on this thing, 38 comments. I can't even right now. Too much social media for the day. You're funny. What character just goes away to never be heard from again? That's funny, right? Lord of the Lies. Wow, you guys tried to like every single one of these too. Sean, you did that when I said that. I was just messing around. But Time Trader, Batman, the Joker's son. Hey, Sammy, Davo Trading. Well, love you, Sammy. YouTube or we kill Amari up and down from top to bottom. I'll trade you, I guess. Every time I see his face, the word... see... Return of the Sam. Sam Strikes Back. Eat, Pray, Life. Magic Sam. Once Upon a Time in Sam. Sam and the Beast. Summer of Sam. The Price is Wrong. Blade Runner 2040 Sam. Candle Daddy. Emperor is Wearing No Clothes. Marvel Adolf. End of Days. The Sphincter Rises. Adventures of Fud Guzzler. Prince of Nottingham. Where All Rules Make No Sense. Schlocknop Conquistador. You guys are funny, man. We have 2 big, deep, flaming drops after 3. We get this V shape following the yellow line. You showed us as shoulders. This was the next move to 30K in USD worth and above. 1 to 2 weeks left before the move. I don't know. You're like complicating it harder than I would, Rasta Carter, but I love you. Was occupied this candles. I can explain and shown that we actually moving up. AGIX FET in area. Let's take a look at those super chats that came in. But I can even show you when everyone's like, it's dumping. I can show you when the dumping stops. Like in price action starts to kind of like, everyone else is just freaking out, right? I know how to, price action and me go together like peanut butter and jelly, bro. We are one. Now, major resistance, you can see that no matter how much this idea that we can get up. Go, Scotty, go! I saw Scotty running, my neighbor. I like messing with my neighbors. He was running with his shirt off. Go, Scotty, go! And he sees me like, what is this guy doing? I should film him one day when he drives by. I'm like, yo, you made the live stream. He'll be so pissed. Everyday people don't like being exposed, right? Like on the live, like it's funny. I wouldn't do that. All right, let's take a look at our super chats that came in. Thank you so much for the super chats, and thank you so much for the love. AGIX. I'm an AGIX lover. I got a big old bag of it. Too much, maybe, of AGIX. It's on MEXC, KuCoin. It's wherever you need it to be for you. Wow, 17. They just want to crush this coin. VCs love this thing, right? Accumulation. So I see it in the long-term accumulation, personally. Great time to accumulate a coin on the lows. Could it go lower? It very well could. There's not a lot of supportive resistance. No, there's not. Does it go all the way back down to 7 cents? Anything is possible. I'm open-minded. But so far, for the last, 30 days, ever since the beginning of August 16th, it's just been going so sideways. See, when something goes that far sideways, it's accumulation. We were looking at this up to the upside, right? We'd be like, wow, that looks like it's starting to form some type of bullish move, right? Or is it going to go further to the downside, descending triangle, right? Or is it going to break back up? It's kind of creepy, right? Take it all the way down to 3 cents or 4 cents. It could happen. Anything could happen. I got to be open-minded. That would be a tax write-off for me at that point. I would just have to take a dollar, tax loss harvest on that for sure. You know? And that's a great thing about holding long-term. Say you want to hold something 2 years. And during the hold, it's down huge, but you don't care. Sell it for a tax loss. Sell it. Buy it right back. Keep the bag. And you're good to go. You know what I mean? Mark that loss. And now, you can use that against your profit. You only get taxed on what you're profitable on. Say you had an account, you put 10 grand in. You put 2 grand in 10 coins. All right? 5 of them dumped, 5 of them pumped. You lost 5 grand on 5, you won 5 grand on the other. You don't pay any taxes because you didn't make any money. Again, I'm not an accountant. Make sure you pay your taxes and do the right thing and have a professional do them. I highly advise. Now, to me, this is more of a falling wedge than a descending triangle, actually. But that bottom is pretty flat. I expect a reversal on this. I love this coin, and I believe these are great places to buy. Look at the 2-day. Definitely wants to come down, but the 2-day's been high before, even right there, and we've gone sideways the whole time. Daily wants to, honestly, I wouldn't touch this for like a swing trade or big trade. I just accumulate this coin, personally. But you got to do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. If I was going to swing trade this coin, I wouldn't touch it till it broke back above this key resistance, these cat ears here. 1, 2, and we basically tussled with 19 cents. I think this is a great buy. I personally have bought this price. But again, I can't tell you what to do with your money. All right? I just can't. So, shout out to everybody here on the live. I appreciate you all for being here, and I thank you. 11:59 a.m. I'm about to jump on out of here for the day. 600 people stayed on the live. Unbelievable retention today. Up to 700 people or more on the live stream. And I hope I was able to give you guys everything you needed. This could break out. Look for it to punch. Look for the retest of 19 cents and then gap it up to 26. That looks beautiful. I see it more pumping up, probably coming down, and then slowly and every time it hits the ball, look, you had 1, 2. Everyone thinks you have a lot of accumulation time. You really don't. You have 1, 2, you'll hit the middle, 3, 4, 5. There'll be basically 6 key prices to get in on the bull. That's how I learned. I draw my bulls and I buy when price hits the bull. You have like 6 of them. All right. Great call on the reversal. Let me kept me in my room long through the dump. V-shape recovery. I mean, yes and no. We're battling right now. We got a little reversal, but right now we couldn't get above the resistance at 27.6. So until we do that, we struggle. We struggle. Until we do that, we struggle. You will have nothing and be happy. Klaus Schwab. That guy's horrible, man. We're on to him, and we know exactly what he's up to. The whole thing is smells to high heaven. The who, the all. Oh my God. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But whatever. God will prevail. The good shall inherit the earth. I have faith, man. I have faith. But look, there's your low. There's your high. There's your higher low. The uptrend is forming back. Telling you right now, we're going. I would love to stay long till we hit this. But when we hit it, I'll post it to my trading group. You got to be able to pivot in the game. Exactly. You got to be able to pivot foot, step, pivot foot. Keep it moving. You know? You got it. And look, I was doing that when he rode by again. I think he thought I was messing with him again because I was doing pivot foot and then he jogged by again. We have a nice hill, so running up and down the hill really burns some calories. All right. We're watching for this bump up to the 200 SMA, everyone. That's kind of what we're waiting for. All right. It's boring now, and then we're going to get into the weekend, and Thursday price action starts to slow down a little bit. Great time. We made great trades Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We nailed it. We took advantage of the market when the market needed to be. We also hit trades this weekend. Sunday night was a monster trade. All right. Shout out to Crypto, Billy in the house, Stack McChange, all the Blue Crew, and everybody that helps this show. Shout out to all our sponsors, ITrust Capital, BOOKMAP, and everybody that supports the channel. We greatly, greatly appreciate you. Shout out to MEXC. MEXC, the place to be, making sure people can trade with zero fees. That's absolutely amazing. If you want to join MEXC today, all right, I got a link for you. We make it really simple and easy to join the trading group and MEXC. You can join the trading group by going to cryptolifer.com. I mean, that's the place to be. But MEXC right here, here's a link to MEXC. Jump on in today. If you want to join MEXC, there's my link to the MEXC link. And you have zero maker and taker fees. May God bless each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. And I gave you all my special sauce. I gave you everything I could today. And I'll be back tomorrow to give you even more. You guys give me so much, and that's why I give so much. Look, this is likely going to play out. Pump to that 200, baby. Let's go. Ascending triangle to the upside. Ascending triangles are actually 50-50 patterns. They're not bullish patterns. I don't know why people think they're so bullish. They're more bullish when you pump up into them. Look what's interesting, though. This could be considered a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. See, it's wacky, but you know what? There's my 200. We're eventually going to come for you. We're going to get you. And we call the reversal right there, too, as well for you. How many people call the actual reversal when it happens? Let's get real. We got to look at fetch and area, and then I'm out of here for the day. When did you become my boss? Like, why? I love you, BB, but please leave the studio and don't clap your hands at me when I'm live streaming.
I clapped them at nylon.
Yo, dude.
Not at
Well, you've clapped your hands at me before.
No,
So I don't know who you're clapping your hands at, miss.
I see you.
Did you just lie? No, you don't lie. I just clapped. Why were you clapping your hands for the baby? Let's take a look at Fetch AI. Fetch AI also starting to get the rounded bottom. All right. These are key insights in the 22-hour very low. I like Fetch. I own Fetch personally. I think it's going to be a big gainer in the big bull run coming up. I saw this nice trend line that definitely broke. Falling wedge broke to the upside. Bit of a cup with a handle there. You have previous support or resistance right here. So I'm watching FET, which is Fetch AI, to break out of this wedge. I almost say that it did, and it's retesting the wedge. See? Previous resistance becoming support. And now you're in a flag here. Now, Bitcoin dumps. This will dump too as well. Most coins will take a beat down. Well, look, there's your cup with handle. I've never done it like that. There's your cup with handle. There's your Samuel cup with handle, because Sammy cup and handy is just not right. And so I have to say Samuel cup and handle. Make sure it's nice and clean. But there is a cup and handle there for Fetch. Retesting the zone. We have a major resistance for Fetch. We couldn't get back above at 23.95. All right. If Fetch does come down, it's going to triple bottom here at 17.8 cents. But look, we're holding nicely. The chance FET will moon. It's above the point of control. So as long as FET stays above this, look, zoom in. As long as FET stays above this POC at 21.46, we can make bacon on the beach here. And let's look at area on network. Remember, we went over it up in the past. Brand new coin. That's a cup and handle there too. 22 hours a little high, but you're forming this, right? Length of the base to the upside. Bang, badang, badoong, badong, bading. 112% gains. I'll put an alert on it here so I don't have to stare at it. When it crosses the alert, it'll tell me another idea. We have a falling wedge that could break to the upside 68% of the time. Shoulder, head, right shoulder came up, came back down. 3-day chart to beat. Daily chart ready to go. Daily chart oversold and ready to pounce. So I love this daily, and I like the higher low in the daily. This looks bullish to me. I'm just waiting out that 4-hour time frame. It's a little overbought, but it could flip. Let's look at our one. Our one's low too. Let's look at my 15-minute to be super crazy. Wow. Wow, every single time frame is low. Like, this thing could get a nice bounce. I'm going to put this out to the trading group. I don't know who did this, if you're in my trading group, but it sounds like you're a learned lifer the way you kind of mentioned this coin. It's a new coin, but I like the 3-hour lows in a row. I like this. If this uptrend loses, fine, it's a wrap. And we move on. But if that trend holds, I mean, you got yourself a 3.84 risk-reward ratio, and then it would double bottom there too. I like this. God bless you for giving us this. Look, it's swinging down here and swinging up there. There's a hidden bullish divergence on the RSI as well. Shout out to you for giving us a beautiful call here, area. And I remember looking at this coin before. Someone put it on our radar. I never found it. I found a lot of my coins here with you guys. You guys find the coins and give them to me. My live stream becomes the database for the database, if you can believe it, right? The database for the database. You gotta love that. I made that up. Area oversold on the daily. Stokes are low. Now remember, the safe way is wait for it to kind of come up and get above this resistance here. And stay. If it's above 23.75 and it stays above the pattern, wow, it even has a better chance to move. I didn't throw a lot of trades out to my trading group last night because the alts didn't look too good and Bitcoin was in indecision, you know? So I said, let's just trade Bitcoin and go from there. And look, Bitcoin got pummeled to the downside. The ascending triangle lost the sauce, see? You had resistance, resistance, resistance. We didn't get to the 200 SMA, which is rare. This is a rare occurrence. Not, 8 out of 10 times you will hit the 200. So this is a rare occurrence. It did not happen, but it doubled. Remember we said if it does, it's going to double bottom here, right? Wow, major. And we did say if we lost that level, we were going to 27 to 250. So now we can negate a lot of this. We can negate this because it didn't happen. And remember, ascending triangles are 50-50 patterns. They can go up or down either way. Dumpage, right? I personally didn't open a trade. I want to make that really clear. I did not trade any of this. I'm learning. I want the charts to tell me something. The breakout here on the retest is your safer bet. You're double bottoming here, though. You lose that, you're going to 27,250. That's just what's likely going to happen. All right. There it is. I mean, there's the drop. There you go. Wow, the divergence just a really strong divergence, just didn't care. Low RSI as well. You're eventually going to get this divergence. And they're liquidating more. I mean, and again, that order never left. BOOKMAP has been spot on. Like, they didn't take that order away. I told you that order is going to continue to get eaten. Right? Funny how people leave at exactly 12 o'clock on this live. What if we were in a super high, high area, right? And honestly, I need a break. I've been analyzing Bitcoin since 7 in the morning. 5 hours straight of analyzing Bitcoin. I got to give my mind a moment to kind of reassess the situation. That is a very strong div now. I mean, the reversal did play out. Technically, if you're doing that, you're moving your stop loss above each moving average. So technically, that was a profitable trade. Unless you try to trade this and you got stopped. But I wouldn't try to trade an ascending triangle on the 30-second chart. If anything, I would wait for the breakout and the reversal. I mean, the retest of this level. So here, you're going to get a reversal again, just like you got here. But then mark your resistances. I got hiccups now. All right, so I got a great story. All right, a great story. Well, I have ideas and then the market changes, you know what I mean? So I'm like, everyone goes to lunch break at 12 EST, I know, right? Goodbye, Lambo. Hello, Toyota. Huge bear div on Bitcoin on the 1 hour. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that already, too. I mean, it was strong. Very strong. Marked here by the indicator, too. Indicator had you. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. What did you do during the coronavirus, Dad? I bought more Bitcoin. Legend. You know what I mean? For sure. You know. And now I wanted to end with a quote by Samuel Adams. It does not take a majority to prevail, but rather an irate, tireless minority, keen on setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. Samuel Adams. We will win, everybody. We will win. Have the faith. So, you know, growing up, I always, you know, I was always a fun-loving kid. Always had fun. Always, you know. And, you know, I would always go out sailing. Yeah. And I went out sailing about 7 years ago, all right? And my wife couldn't come with me because she had just had the baby and she didn't want to bring the kid. I think Summer was like 2.5 years old. It's about 5 years maybe, 5-6 years ago. And no one would go sailing with me, and I love sailing. And I finally was like, I'm going to go alone. So I went out alone, and things were going well. I was sailing, and the wind was actually a lot stronger than normal. And the boat made some creaky sounds, which I hadn't heard before, and I thought they were kind of funny. I thought nothing of it, and I kept going up the coast. At this point, I was now a nice, 2 hours away from my initial exit point, and I was coming on the coast of Martha's Vineyard hard at 12 knots, maybe even 15. Wind was blowing about 25 miles an hour. Next thing you know, I wrapped a rope around the tiller to put it into autopilot, you know, and I went down into the cockpit for a split second. When I came back out, I had a daydream of the entire mast cracking and falling into the ocean. Now, I said, that's crazy. That's not going to happen, right? So I said, probably not going to happen. So I got back in, and then I said, yeah, I'm getting too far from home. The wind's picking up. I should probably start heading back. And I heard the creak again right before I decided to tack. Tacking is when you turn the boat to the other side, the wind comes across your back and shifts the boat. It's when you tack a sailboat, all right? I'll show you how to tack a sailboat. No, it'll give us a little diagram. But this is fun for people that don't know. I want to give you guys some, you know, and environmental cues here. But when tacking a sailboat, the wind's across from you. You move the boat the other side, and the wind comes across and hits you on the other side, right? So you tack, like you go this way, you go that way. The wind's coming this way, and you keep using the wind because you'll go this way either way as long as it's amazing how we can use the wind to move. I find that absolutely mind-boggling. Anyway, that's why I love sailing, because you can get anywhere in the world with the wind, you know what I mean? And I could sail you anywhere, everybody. I know how to sail pretty good. So anyway, when I tacked, the mast creaked and really did crack and went completely past me, ripped the stays off the boat, which are metal holders that literally could have whipped by my eye and taken my eye out. Could have cut me, could have hit me in the head pretty hard. And even though they're not that big, they're metal, and it could have hit me so hard in the head it could have knocked me out. It bends down, it's in the middle of the water, and I'm stuck out there in the middle of the ocean. In the middle of the ocean, about 2 miles offshore, and now the boat's rocking and rolling, and I got all this metal and all the ropes from the sail, and then the sail is like a parachute. The sail falls into the water, and the water fills it up and starts to push the sail down. I cannot now get the mast out of the water. I'm trying to get the mast out and then tie it to the side of the boat because I can't start the engine, because if I start the engine, all the rope's going to go into the engine. It's going to kill the engine. Then I'm going to be completely done. So I'm like, all right, I got to get the ropes out of the water so I can start the engine so I can get home. So I'm trying to get the ropes out, and the boat is rocking and rocking and rocking. And as we go really close to the water, I grab it, and then the boat holds back. I use that momentum to pull some of, the stuff out of the water. Now, I'm trying to pull basically a sail with 3,000 pounds of water in it in a parachute. It's probably not going to happen, but I'm thinking that I could will it. At one point, I got the metal stays in my hand. They're digging through my fingers and my hands, and I'm like, and then eventually I get a rope, and I tie in what I got to try to hold in what I got. And I keep getting a little bit and a little bit. And after like an hour of doing this, I have like a quarter of the mast out of the water. And I'm like, all right, if I keep pushing, And at one point, a big wave came, rocked it, and I let go, and then the rope let, and I lost all of that effort that I had put in for an hour straight. And now I kept drifting. At this point, I wasn't paying attention to the ocean, to where I was, because I was so stuck trying to get the thing out of the water. I was obsessed. At this point, I was way out in the middle of the ocean. I was further and further out in the ocean now. I was like, what do I do now? Luckily, a boat came by that crosses from Yarmouth or Hyannis, and I jumped on my boat and started doing jumping jacks so he could see me. And I screamed, I'm done. And he said, where are you? He pulled over. He jumped on the top of his boat, and he was able to give me my GPS coordinates, which I didn't have. He's like, here's your GPS coordinates. Write them down. I was like, 7, 6, 5, He's like, you're in 110 feet of water. If you have enough rope, you'll be able to anchor. Do you have enough rope? And I went and got all my ropes. And I did the math, and, you can do this. It's like 3 feet. And I kept doing this. I had about 150. I tied the ropes together. I threw the anchor out. I eventually got myself stuck. But now you're in the middle of the ocean. The waves are 3 feet, 4 feet, and the boat is just rocking now. Wasn't rocking before because I was moving with the current. Now I'm stuck. And he goes, okay. And he drives away. Now I eventually get on my radio and I get to this tow company and they're like, it's going to cost $2,000. My boat at the time was worth $1,500 and I was broke as a joke. I didn't really have a lot of money. So I'm sitting there like, what do I do now? How do I get this? How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? So what I do is eventually I was close enough to the town of Edgartown. Someone had heard me on the radio and they came out and they found me and they said, listen, I can't tell you. I have other, I'm going this, I can't help you right now, but you could call the Coast Guard. That's what they're for. He said, that's what they're for, And I said, okay. So I called the Coast Guard. Within 40 minutes, they showed up. They got on my boat. They got a crane. They craned the thing right out. They strapped it to the side of my boat. They gave me a tow and they towed me back in. But that was a crazy story. I ended up making it back home, safe and sound, and everything worked out. So God bless everybody on the live. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your special time with me and for sharing that little story with us. This is broken pattern, but honestly, is there a way that the pattern really still holds trend? We could almost still see this in somewhat of a symmetrical triangle, but I'll play with this later on and I'll look at it. I'm going to step away from the charts for a little while, give my brain some time to analyze. I'm going to take a walk in the woods and look at the earth. I didn't have to pay them. No, I did not have to pay them. That was completely free, man. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Appreciate you all, and thank you so much for jumping on in. I'll see you tomorrow for Friday in the next beautiful live stream. Appreciate you all. I'll be on Sin City Crypto today at 2 p.m. So I'll be back again today. We're going to have a really good time on Sin City Crypto. They're really nice and fun. So I expect to see you there, everybody. You never know. Crypto Billy will be there, I'm pretty sure. So God bless each and every one of you. I'll be back on Sin City Crypto today at 2 p.m. Can't wait to see you guys there. I love you all. Have a great day. Stay blessed. Thank you for everything. Gratitude is the attitude of abundance. Amen. God is awesome. God is great. Thank you, God, for everything. I appreciate you, God. My buddy. God's been my number one, man. Never let me alone. Has always been there for me. God bless each and every one of you. I pray you all have the relationship with God that I have because it's been amazing. Amen. Have a great night, great day, afternoon, no matter where you are in the world. I'll give you the full view, baby. Funny haircut. I never get a good haircut, so I don't know what happened. I should show this guy. I'd be like, hey, this is my hair, man. This is what you did to me. God bless you all. Have a great day. Is that summer? Oh, it sounded like summer.